so bad, but I ain't cuffing bitch. I want Molly, I want Gaba, I want Rossi.
Relentless Racing League, NASCAR dreams, full speed kings. Let's go. Relentless on the track, ain't no tapping the brake. Cup Series leaders got the whole grid shake. Xfinity stars with the future so bright. Truck Series banging through the day and night. ARCA rookies hungry, chasing that fame. NASCAR racing blood, gasoline in our veins. Green flag wave and the engine scream. 30 cars flying, living that speedway dream. Draft so tight, bumper to chrome. Every lap of battle, this is where we roam. Rubber business racing, yeah we know the code. Last lap glory on a victory road. From short tracks to super speedway nights. Legends made under flashing lights. One mission, one name, one goal too. Relentless Racing League coming through. Relentless on the track, ain't no tapping the brake. Cup Series leaders got the whole grid shake. Xfinity stars with the future so bright. Truck Series banging through the day and night. ARCA rookies hungry, chasing that fame. NASCAR racing blood, gasoline in our veins. Tires burning sparks when we dive down low. 3-watt thunder putting on a show. Spotter calling clear, crowd on their feet. Photo finish moments can't accept defeat. Championship dreams in every lane. Only the strongest survive the strain. From pit road hustle to the checkered wave. Every driver brave, every fan amazed. History written when the engines fade. Relentless Racing League got the legacy made. Relentless on the track, full throttle rage. Cup Xfinity, trucks set the stage. ARCA rising, next gen flame. NASCAR racing power, remember the name. Speed, heart, glory, all the same. Relentless Racing League, we own the game, huh? Relentless on the track. Relentless on the track.
All right, everyone, welcome back to another installment of Relentless Racing League. It is championship week. Tonight, the Asylum Clique Truck Series will finish out Season 7 championship race at Las Vegas. The thank you, Zach 150. Shout out to one of our Truck Series admins, Zach Bucher. Zach, if you're watching, please come to the broadcast channel. Final race of the season. Really, this championship is Joey Burchett's to win. He has a 27-point lead, and with this few of trucks out here tonight, kind of has it wrapped up just by taking a lap. Got about a minute and a half left.
Hello, everyone.
Joined tonight by Mr. Tricky Dick himself, Richard. How's it going?
Doing pretty good, thank you for asking. How about you?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Looking forward to this off season, a little refresh before we kick off the next season.
Yes, sirree.
Trying to get our one of our truck admins in here to say a little something, but I think he might be ignoring me.
That doesn't sound like Zach at all.
So
who sponsored the race?
So
it's a very thoughtful, very thoughtful message.
Yeah, some of the truck drivers wanted to sponsor this race. Mainly the trackside fellas wanted to just give a shout out to Zach. Will be wrapping up his duties as a series admin and taking another position. Zach, welcome. Not sure if you were watching the broadcast or not, but some of the boys in the Truck Series wanted to give you a big thank you and name the race for you. The Thank You Zach 150.
I did not see that.
Yeah, so
I appreciate it for real.
the trackside guys just wanted to say thank you and for everything you've done for them and put up with their stuff day to day, and wanted to name this race for you as you transition to a different role within RRL. So we figured we'd bring you in and let you know that and see if there's anything you wanted to say to the boys.
I've enjoyed adminning for many seasons now, especially for the trackside guys. They're great people. It's been a real fun few years, and just ready to kind of take a little step back and be on appeals and do something different within the admin role.
Absolutely, and I know most of these guys, throughout the seasons you've been an admin, a lot of them have, stuck to the series, and some of them have moved up and whatnot. But I'm sure that they all agree with the title of this race and giving you a big thank you for, everything that you've done within the league as the Truck Series admin.
I do very much appreciate it to all the guys that have come through the Truck Series and all the guys that have stuck around and moved up. It's fun watching them move up and rooting for them whenever they do go up.
Absolutely. Well, I know you're not one to be talking on the broadcast, so I'll let you get out of here, but just wanted to give you that personal shout out from the series and from the driver and from myself as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
Absolutely. All right, well, that was one of our current Truck Series admins, soon to be one of our appeals admins starting next season. So once again, thanks, Zach. Thanks to all the admins who do what they do to keep this league running. Qualifying. Looking like we got some non-playoff drivers running at the top right now. Angel Ballin with just kidding. Christian DeBoer and Riley Hoots just came in with a 30.88 and a 30.90 respectively. But moving into qualifying, got a little bit of time left. Chapman jumps to the top with a 30.85. Just like previous, as Bledsoe goes to the top with a 30.85. Just like previous races, all of the playoff contenders will be in red on your screen, and the white numbers are non-playoff drivers. Currently, like we said earlier, Joey Burchett pretty much has this wrapped up, 27 points ahead of Alan Bledsoe. So essentially, if with the current numbers, only looks like 15 drivers tonight. If Joey Burchett completes a lap, he will win the championship. Everybody else is just out here to race, finish it off strong.
Yeah, pretty much. Considering he has 27 points ahead of everybody else, and if he finishes 14th or 15th, he's going to earn between 29 and 30 points. The top points you can get for a race would be 43 points plus bonus points, which are fastest lap, pole. What is it? Generally, you don't get the pole if you also get the biggest mover, obviously. So let's say biggest point scored would be 46 points. So even if he indeed crashes tonight or parks it after a lap, he'll end up with 30 or 39 more points. So he is very much safe and has the championship in hand.
And truthfully, he's been the dominant driver all season, racked up. I think he's up to 8 wins already in 20 races. So really
That's right.
been the driver to beat. And with that, he has had some unfortunate things come up in the past in the playoffs. He's always right there for the championship, but then has something come up like work issues or whatever, where he was never able to actually win a championship. So this will be his first championship within RRL, so I know he's looking forward to it. He's worked hard and been the consistent driver, so now he will cap it off with that championship trophy.
Yeah, and honestly, he deserves it. I raced against him previous season, and he was untouchable. Even on road courses, I consider myself to be a half-decent road course driver, and even on road courses in the trucks, I was not able to catch up to him. He just has a total control on that truck. So yeah, no, definitely, it's a well-earned championship. Obviously, we do have other contenders that would have had a good chance at it if not for Joey's dominance. I'm thinking about Chase Lewis, for example, that showed very good pace this season. Alan Bledsoe, despite his profound hatred for the truck, has been quite good this season as well. Joe Robert, several-time champion in the Truck Series, did not participate in all the races, had some unfortunate results as well, but clearly we do have a few strong contenders. But again, Joey Burchett has just shown how it's done. You know, he really showed the entire field how you do it.
And with that dominant fashion, he is going to start on the pole, gaining that bonus point. Not that it's needed, but just kind of goes to show exactly what you were saying, and I expect he'll be a front runner all night. With that being said, we have 150 laps. That seems high. Maybe we're off here. Maybe it's 100. I don't know, but
It's the session is 150.
okay. So 150
It
laps.
is high. It is quite high,
Oh, yeah,
considering even Xfinity we had 130 laps.
Yeah, I think they did this as a, the final race. They wanted it to go a little bit longer, maybe work some strategy in, but nobody forecasted the points margin being so large. But with that being said, we're about to get this thing going. They're gridding up right now. We'll get fired up here, and we'll get some racing in as the Asylum Clique Truck Series season finale starts now. And with that, let's go over our race info real quick. Let me get rid of this. Las Vegas. That is a very weird image because it is not that shaped, but it is a 1.52 mile track with a 86-degree track temperature. So not overly warm out there, so should be plenty of grip. But I'll tell you what, that 24-mile-an-hour wind gust could definitely change the handling of these trucks.
Yeah, especially these trucks. They do have a weird aero package. So they are heavily aero dependent. Aero blocking has become a thing for them. So no, clearly the strong wind could be a problem.
Absolutely. And we'll go over our starting grid. Joey Burchett going to get the pole. Alan Bledsoe in second. Adam Chapman third, and Todd Chase Jr. fourth. The trackside boys taking 3 of the top 4 positions. Chase Lewis 5th and Kelly Thomas 6th. Christian DeBoer 7th. Riley Hoots 8th. Gatlin Downey 9th. Ryan McElwin 10th. Austin Garner 11th. Angel Ball in 12th. Drew Holman 13th. Scotty Watkins in 14th. And Mark Gibbs in 15th. Very small field tonight, but regardless, it should put on some good racing. And we will get this ticker up here, and we will get rolling here as we approach the green flag. All right, pace car should be dropping off the track.
I was panicking for a moment. I thought he was not going down. We're about to go green. Joey Burchett.
Flag is out.
Yeah, Joey Burchett not having a good start. I don't know if Bledsoe... Oh, and we have a wreck.
Yes,
already.
we do. Riley Hoots, and there's somebody way up underneath another truck. We'll go back and take a look. Let's see if we can find a good angle here. Let's go with a chopper view and see what we can see.
I can already tell you the 45 seems to be at fault.
Yeah, that started because of that checkup, I think. The 45, Austin Garner.
Didn't lift, yeah. He just decided to used the opportunity to gain a few positions, tried to go down, but basically clipped the rear of Gatlin Downey, I believe.
Yep, sent him up into the wall, taking out Riley Hoots. Actually, I think we should go watch Riley Hoots here, because I think he drove up underneath the 35. Let's see if we can get a good angle here. There we go. No, it wasn't Riley Hoots. It was Scotty Watkins, maybe. Nope. Who was
he
that?
really just got collected.
Yeah, I think.
But that was a strange start. Joey Burchett not going on green. Maybe he was not in the right gear.
Maybe. If I had to guess, he was probably just being patient. He really doesn't have anything to gain or anything to lose, really, right now. So some of them coming down pit road, Burchett being one of them. Maybe some sort of fuel strategy? I guess I'm not sure what a fuel run is going to be, but it's going to hand the lead over to Alan Bledsoe.
So I'm taking a look, and he seems to be in the same gear as the other folks. So I guess he just had a late start, and everybody else anticipated him to go faster. But again, the start sequence for a race such as this one is on the green. It's not the leader that decides in the restart zone. So I suppose people they should just be more patient, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. Last race of the season, first lap, and we already have a caution. Seems a little excessive, but I guess everybody's going for a win. But looks like we got 3 trucks sitting in the pits. Let's go see what kind of condition they are in. Riley Hoots. Truck doesn't look too
And I think
terrible.
Burchett went into the pits just to top off real quick.
Yeah, that's what I would think as well. Yeah, Gatlin's got some damage. McElwain looks like he's pretty fixed up, but let's go see Austin Garner.
And Burchett going down again.
I think they're looking at a fuel window, some sort of fuel strategy here.
It's a team effort. The 12 of Adam Chapman also is in pit lane, so clearly they're scheming something.
Yeah, I would have to think so if they're pitting that early. But the lights are out on the pace car. This time, the leader will have the opportunity to launch within that restart zone. So I expect Alan Bledsoe will get a pretty good jump. Top 5 currently.
Alan Bledsoe made a weird call. I know it's a bit weird to say, but as a driver myself, I would probably choose to take the outside lane for a restart at Vegas, just because of the sheer momentum you can get on the outside lane, but also the fact that you're in a blind spot of the guy inside can't really see when you're gonna leave. So the outside lane on such a track has a big advantage, I believe.
I would agree. We saw it a lot in the Xfinity race last night. But Alan Bledsoe choosing the bottom, Chase Lewis in 2nd, Drew Holman 3rd, Angel Ballin in 4th, and Mark Gibbs in 5th. And green flag is out. Alan Bledsoe gets a good launch, going to clear the 17, and bring Drew Holman side by side with the 17.
This time no checkup, but somebody already in the wall. I believe that was Scotty Watkins or Kelly Thomas. Scotty Watkins,
yeah,
sorry. It's Scotty Thomas.
Looks like he's outside 3 wide right now. Back to 2 wide.
So
Mark
and
Gibbs.
we already got we already got a Spinnerini.
They got it gathered up. Mark Gibbs still on the apron. Looks like they're going to be all right.
Impressive. He was able to save it. Well, that means the race keeps on going.
Adam Chapman trying to make him up to the 5th position, trying to get in front of that 19 truck of Angel Ballin.
Not gonna lie, I'm liking this paint scheme from Adam Chapman today. He's sporting a team
Oh,
paint scheme.
what
and we got a
happened to Riley? Oops, that looked like some major net code where he just got loose. I'm not sure which. I'll go back and take a peek real
He
quick.
hit the wall. He hit the wall really bad.
Oh, yeah, okay, I missed that and then just lost it. Luckily,
Yeah,
nobody
his race
else.
is pretty much over.
Right front fender is gone, but luckily nobody else involved.
Oh, it's even worse than that. If you go in the pits right now, you'll see that a lot of smoke is coming out of his car. And you know what they say about smoke coming out of cars? It can't go back in.
Yeah, it looked like he jumped the pits, unable to drive that truck back around the track. 2 cautions early in this race. Man, I hope the Cup Series is cleaner.
I sure hope so too. Even though I'm not partaking, I will be spotting for my teammates one last time this season. So hopefully it will be a bit cleaner than that. But to be fair, even Xfinity has been rocky. Even after I was out of the race, I believe there were a bunch of cautions weren't there.
Yes, some very aggressive driving in the Xfinity Series last night with several drivers. And it was kind of a crazy situation. One of the people that was involved in it ended up winning the championship, an innocent bystander, multiple times, and still ended up winning the championship from, I don't know, way back in the field. The other 2 contenders, aside from yourself, were on a different strategy and ended up at the very back of the lead lap.
That's insane.
I was very surprised to see that happen. Looks like we got some takers down pit road. Alan Bledsoe, Chase Lewis, Adam Chapman, Joey Burchett, Kelly Thomas, Angel Ball, and Austin Garner. Pretty much everybody except for Drew Holman, Todd Chase, and Ryan McElwain. Looks like Gatlin Downey going to get the wave around to get back on the lead lap.
Well, I love that for him. Being a lap down is never fun, especially on such a long race. So getting his lap down right away is pretty nice for him.
Getting collected in that very first caution. Go look and check and see if he got all of his damage fixed.
Probably. Well, yeah, I'll go take a look see as
Looks
well.
like the right front is not looking too hot. Yeah, he's still got damage on the right front, but he's down pit road again. Gonna maybe probably not going to get much fixed right now, but maybe get topped off with fuel.
By the way, as somebody that does a lot of paint schemes for iRacing, I do have a pet peeve with the Chevrolet truck. The fact that there is the embossed, or what's the opposite of embossed, you know, with like dug in Chevrolet's logo text on the rear makes it look a bit wonky when you put logos on top of it.
I imagine so. All right, well, through this pit cycle, it's going to hand the lead over to Drew Hallman as the trackside boys come back down pit road, going to top off with fuel again. Very interesting this early in the race, already into some sort of fuel strategy. I don't know how to say this name in chat, but they say, "I love you, Richard. Let's get married."
I'm already married. Sorry to disappoint.
It says...
I have no clue who that would be.
I think it says Justin backwards.
That checks out. Is it Justin Atkinson?
It very well might be.
That's sus.
All right, well, we're 10 laps into a 150-lap race, and if this continues the way that it is, it's going to be a very long race. Drew Hallman choosing the outside. I think he might have listened to the broadcast and heard your advice there.
Perhaps. One thing for sure, if we keep having so many cautions, might as well throw a commercial once in a while.
Absolutely. Pace car will be dropping down this time by some new faces up towards the front. Drew Holman was up there earlier, but Todd Chase. Let's see, Ryan McElwain up there. Alan Bledsoe was up there before.
And Todd Chase is almost a truck and not having a good start. The inside lane right now having a bit of a checkup. Bad start for Todd Chase, who was actually almost a truck back from Drew Holman. We have some 3 wide action between the 17, the 24, and the 44. They're now 2 wide.
Holman got a good launch. Allen
It's 3 wide again.
fell.
We got some 3 wide again. Scotty Watkins.
Ah, and there's a
they got
wreck. Scotty
Oh my
Watkins, Ryan McElwain, and Kelly Thomas, it looks like. Well, I
Yep.
guess we'll go see what happened.
Yep.
Let's see. I think we'll go with Ryan McElwain's perspective here.
So Mikel, it's a bit of a dual action. The 44 hit the wall and kind of bounced out of it, but the 24 was also coming closer to the 44 despite leaving very little room. So I feel like the 24 might be a bit more to blame here, but the 44 bumping into the wall didn't help.
I think these guys just need to realize it's only 12 laps in when we're on our, what, 4th caution already with only 15 trucks on track?
Yep, that's insane. We got 14 trucks on track right now, and yeah, a lot of cautions.
3 cautions in 12 laps. We're at a 4-to-1 ratio, I guess.
Not even a 1/10 of the race done. And more laps done on caution than on green. This is a news. I hope it doesn't become a standard.
Yeah, I mean, it's championship week. This is supposed to be some of the cleanest racing. We got some takers down pit road. Looking like pretty much everybody except for Angel Ballin and Mark Gibbs are going to come back and top off with fuel. I think these boys must have been watching the Xfinity race last night and saw it came down to fuel mileage, so they're taking every opportunity to come in and top off that truck with the Sunoco fuel.
I will monitor the situation with Gatlin Downey. Might not be championship contender, but he has shown pace all season long. He's shown a lot of progress, so I'm interested to see how he does tonight. Obviously, the damage he still has will not help him, but if he can get most of it repaired, that would be helpful for him.
And as often as we're getting cautions, he may be able to get that fixed relatively quickly, maybe even before lap 25.
Clearly, and considering there's only 14 trucks remaining, even if he takes his time to get the repairs done, he's not going to be 30th, he's going to be 14th.
Right.
So that's not too much, you know.
McElwain back down pit road, gonna get some damage fixed. Gatlin Downey still down pit road. Gonna hand the lead over to Angel Ballin and Mark Gibbs.
And the pace car is coming around. Already crossed the pit entry. So I see Ryan McElwain already getting out. Gatlin Downey trying to get as much repair done as he can. He's going to have to come out or might just go a lap down. He's going a lap down, getting more repairs done.
And with this few of trucks out there, that's not necessarily a bad move. Just sit there, get it all fixed, and the next caution you get the lucky dog, get back around, and then you'll be on.
Yeah, clearly.
Even keel with the lead lappers. All right, looks like Angel Ballin is going to choose the bottom line. Mark Gibbs to the top. This'll be an interesting restart, I think. We'll see how it shakes out.
Gatlin Downey getting out of the pits right now. Not fully repaired, but he probably got a bit more pace out of his truck already.
Yeah, that it should put him only 1 lap down. So as long as he can get caught up here, he should be all right. All right, pace car will be coming down this time by and handing the lead over to Angel Ballin. Angel Ballin did not go.
No, did not go. Got a bump from Alan Bledsoe, rightfully so.
Wide.
Austin Gardner sending it 3 wide, yeah. Drew Holman stuck bit behind Mark Gibb. Mark Gibb almost in the wall.
And that Angel Ballin getting passed by Alan Bledsoe on that bottom line. Gonna take the lead. Chase Lewis now side by side for second with Angel Ballin.
Yeah, they're gonna have to be careful though, because this wall out of 4 at Vegas comes quick.
Yes, yes it does. Chase Lewis up to second. That's going to open the door for Todd Chase, side by side with Angel Ballin for third now. Adam Chapman running that high line.
This is getting close. The 20 almost got into the 17 of Chase Lewis. That was very close. The 17 got loose a little bit.
The 17 pinching that 20 truck down. They're able to sort it out. Chase Lewis up to that second position and tracking down first.
Well, good news, everyone. We've been 2 laps under green. But there is a tight fight between the 17 and the 20. They want to go on another caution, I feel.
Chase Lewis almost doored that 20. The 20 was on the apron through the tri-oval, and the 17 came down, almost made contact.
Yeah, they're not playing nice. I mean, there are no penalties after this race, so I guess it's time to, if you have a statement to make to somebody, I guess it's time now.
Angel Ballin back up to the third position from that top line. That's going to bring Austin Garner side by side with the 20 of Todd Chase. And Joey Burchett marching back up the field side by side for the 6th position with Christian DeBoer.
Yeah, you're Joey Burchett tonight. You're just taking it easy. On pace alone, he'll probably be able to compete for the win. But at this point, he's just going to try to stay out.
And it looks like we have a battle for the lead. We're about to be Chase Lewis getting closer to that 42 car truck, I guess.
Yeah. Weird trucks. Not going to carry any load with those trucks.
And lost all the momentum on that bottom line. Gonna fall back to
and
the
the
third.
4 sending it. Sending it hard into 3, the number 4. Had to slow down quite a bit.
And this, I think, just goes to prove that the draft is gonna be a big thing tonight. You can see those single trucks get to that bottom line, but without help, they just go backwards. Oh,
yeah, and they are heavily aero dependent. They heavily depend on draft, and compared to the Cup car or the Xfinity car, they are a bit lacking in power. So it is a big deal for them.
The 45 and the 17 hooked up here on the bottom. Got a blink out of the 19.
Yeah.
We've got a battle for the second position. Group of what appears to be about 8 or 9 trucks, all under a blanket.
They are fighting awfully close for the beginning of the race. Almost 3 wide action into 1 as Joey Burchett is sending it on the inside of the 17. The 17 able to clean the 4.
4 able to get a lower exit, but not going to have the momentum on that bottom line.
Yeah, the 20 is also almost sending it into the inside of the 4. Coming off the track. Oh yeah, the 20 has to slow down. Yeah, that was a bad entry into 3 and 4. Had to slow down, otherwise would have hit somebody.
All right, we're about to hit the 25 lap mark. Alan
And
Bledsoe.
that would be... I am bad at math. That's what, a sixth of the race?
Oh, and they're out
we have
goes
a
the
spinner, Rooney.
45. No caution
And
yet.
No caution. He saved it. He saved it. What happened to him?
Looked like him and the 12 might have had some contact there. I'm going to see if we can back this up and find out.
Yeah, the 12 sent it on the inside, and the 45 got squirrely. As they were getting closer to turn number 3, the 45 decided to go down a little bit, and I suppose...
Came up quite a bit as well.
Yeah, I would call that a racing deal personally, considering the 45 was kind of squirrely, getting down, and the 12 got up. But again, I'm not an admin.
That's going to send the 45 truck quite a ways back and break up that group we had. Now we have three trucks on top of each other with Angel Wallen kind of waiting a little bit further back, and then we have another group of 4 trucks.
Number 4 will try the long way around, try to get a better exit, better momentum out of 4.
Side by side with that 17 truck entering turn 1. That top line just, I feel it's going to have the advantage on corner exit here, and he should be able to clear that 17 down the straightaway.
Especially with the draft he's getting from the 42 up front.
Clear. Joey Burchett to second.
We have some side-by-side action in the back as well between the 20 and the 15 of Holman. Christian DeBoer joining the fun as well.
Still side by side with the 56 and the 20, and 44 right behind them. And I think the 20 is just going to get left hanging on the bottom. No draft help.
So since things have been settling down a little bit, I wanted to discuss something with you on the stream.
Okay.
You mentioned this is a championship race. Tonight we'll know who is a champion in trucks. It's also championship week. So for the viewers who are not necessarily in on how the internals of the league work, how the different processes work, can you let us know what is the process for somebody in trucks, for example, who would like to drive for the Xfinity Series?
Well, there is a requirement of participation, which I'd have to look, but I believe it's 70%. They have to have ran 70% of the truck series in this situation. And let me confirm that. It varies per series on the participation requirement. But yes, if they meet the participation requirement, then they go on a list for eligibility. Then the admins will review the list, and based off of open available spots, decisions will be made on who is eligible to move up to the next series versus staying in or potentially moving down to their current series. There is a minimum participation to retain your spot in your current series as well.
That's right.
So,
and
just going through.
And we know Xfinity is the most packed field of the league. What is the current maximum cars the admins are looking for in the Xfinity Series?
So all series have a cap of 40 cars or trucks.
Okay.
ARCA and truck, the requirement to advance is 70%. Xfinity requires 80 to move up. And then Cup requires 80 to maintain. Xfinity, if you're below 70% of the races ran, which is 21 this season, then you would not be eligible to return to, say, Xfinity. ARCA and truck, that requirement is 60%. So there definitely is participation requirements that must be met, but there's also other ways of advancement as well. For example, the All-Star race, which we do have some people taking advantage of that opportunity to advance to some of the higher levels within Relentless Racing League.
That's right. And can you give us some insider information? I know we do have a pool of newcomers that are ready to race into the ARCA series, but we have noticed this season a bit of a participation issue in trucks. Are we going to open the truck series to newcomers, or we'll only do the regular progression from ARCA to trucks?
I believe we're going to keep it the way it is with the regular progression. Currently looking at the numbers, I think the series are going to be pretty well uniform as far as the Cup, Xfinity, and Truck Series. And that's going to open up a lot of opportunity for new drivers to join the ARCA series.
Perfect.
So I like where we're sitting. I mean, every season I feel like we have drop-off in participation as people don't make the playoffs, but we have some stuff in the works that I think will help with some of that. Mainly a new playoff format, which will be coming next season.
That's right.
As Drew Holman makes contact with the wall up at turn 4. But
I believe we're going to follow the same format as real-life NASCAR or something similar, right?
yeah, our version of it. We obviously don't race as many races as real-life NASCAR, so we have to modify it slightly, but same principle.
So we're going to a chase model, which is basically what Trucks and ARCA are running this season as well.
Yes, it will just be a longer chase model where Truck and ARCA currently run 4 races. We will be
it's pretty short.
Yeah, we will be extending that, and also opening up potentially to more drivers, raising that number of eligible drivers for the playoffs across all 4 series. So
very nice.
Trying to get a little more standardized within the league, so less confusion when moving up into different series, because the playoff format will be the same across all 4 series.
I would say, for me, playoffs were a bit confusing when I came up to Xfinity, but what confused me the most, as somebody who did not really watch NASCAR prior to racing within Relentless, has been the stage racing and the strategy that comes with it.
Yes.
So
and
this is a bit more confusing even.
The stages are actually probably going to be more important next season, as the win and you're in will be gone for the most part.
Yep. That's going to be really points that will matter.
So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. You know, we try to do things somewhat realistic to NASCAR within, you know, our abilities, you know, with restrictions on number of races and whatnot. But I think we're going to be pretty close to real life NASCAR. It should be very interesting to see how people adjust.
And honestly, I like the fact that we're going towards a chase format. It does reward consistency way more than the current playoff format we have in Xfinity and Cup.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, the current format allowed me to get to the Final Four. I don't know if I would have been able to make it on points. I think I would, but again, it varies a lot. The fact that I was able to lock myself into the playoffs with a couple of wins was pretty nice. But again, it doesn't necessarily reward consistency, and since we're removing X amount of and we have a caution.
Looks like
look at that.
Mark Gibbs. We were viewing Todd Chase's truck as that happened. He has a thank you Zach across the hood and down the rear wheel wells, but we'll go back and take a peek, see what happened.
Yeah, he just lost it by himself. I think he was trying to go to the pits. I'm pretty unclear on the intent here. Or did he just get loose out of 4, went into the apron, and then lost it?
I think he lost it off of 4 and then lost it again on the apron, bringing out the caution. Surprisingly,
Burchett not able to overtake Bledsoe. We've had a pretty good run, which is nice. We're almost at a third of the race. Maybe Burchett just taking his time. I don't know. Again, Bledsoe is quite talented, but Burchett is the master of the trucks in this series.
Well, and we did see Bledsoe was defending that top line, and I think on old tires, you're not going to make a pass on the bottom with the current track conditions. But with that being
That's right.
said, while they go down pit road, we will take a quick commercial break and be back with some more racing action in a minute or two.
Molly in my body got me overdrive. Can't even hear we talking about, bitch, you know my guy. Run outside, I let that pop, 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 pop. Run outside, he die, 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 die. That's a new one in my clip. That's a new one, he get hit. Oh my God, she bad. Yeah, that not my bitch. I ain't even gonna bed. All I do is hit. I only care if I said that BB on my shit. Yeah, the love so bad, but I ain't cuffing bitch. I want Molly, I want Gaba, I want Rossi.
All right, we are back. We'll change up at the front. Adam Chapman out front, got off of pit road first. Looks like maybe he took 2 tires there. I'm going back to look. 11 seconds in the pit box. I'm going to say he took 2 tires there. So he is going to cycle to the lead. Oh, and he's coming back down pit road for fuel.
Actually, he did not take tires.
Oh. Interesting, interesting.
So maybe a little problem with his black box, and he's going back in to get some tires now.
Well, that will hand the lead back over to Alan Bledsoe. Joey Burchett will be second, Drew Holman third, Chase Lewis fourth, Christian DeBoer fifth, I believe.
I followed Chapman into the pits, and he's getting tires now. He's getting 4. And I mentioned I quite like the 12 truck tonight. It is heavily influenced by the Bass Pro Shop paint scheme that we see in NASCAR, but to the trackside sauce, I'd say.
Yep, absolutely. Looking pretty sharp out there.
Yep.
All right, lights are out on the pace car. We're going to get this thing going again. 4th caution of the night, 43 laps in. Still got 107 to go. Alan Bledsoe going to lead them to the green. Alan Bledsoe chose the inside lane.
Rising again.
Green flag is out. Little stack up on that bottom line before you get it sorted.
Yep. And to be fair, I haven't driven the trucks on Vegas in a while, so I'm not necessarily familiar with how it is in the restart. Oh, the 19 blinking and scaring Drew Holman and his 15 machine.
Looks like we might have a run for the lead here. Chase Lewis with some drafting help from the 56. Going to get side by side with Alan Bledsoe. Bledsoe should have the advantage off of the corner.
Just to confirm, the side draft you can get in NASCAR, is it only the outside car that benefits from it, or the inside car does as well?
I think it's pretty much only the outside car, because essentially what you're doing is you're just slowing down that inside car. But I feel like it might still play a little bit of effect, where the inside car down the straightaway can slow up the outside car.
I see.
Chase Lewis was able to get by Alan Bledsoe for the lead as Angel Ballin hits the wall off a turn forward.
Pretty hard too. I was also checking, Gatlin Downey did not get a lap back. Probably got some repairs done instead of benefiting, and was not in, what's the word I'm looking for? Lucky dog position, as Ryan McElwain is also a lap down.
And Joey Burchett makes the pass on Alan Bledsoe, move him up to P2.
And I can confirm that Gatlin Downey is still pretty damaged on his right front. That must be quite difficult to drive.
And currently not the lucky dog either. Looks like Ryan McElwain is gonna still have that spot. Mark Gibbs 2 laps down. Downey and McElwain 1 lap down. out
Fun
front.
fact.
Joey
We
Burchett.
only have a single Ram on track tonight,
Mark
driven
Gibbs.
by Mark Gibbs. All the other ones are Toyotas or Fords or Chevrolet.
Joey Burchett to the lead, but Chase Lewis to his outside through the corner should have some advantage here. Gonna inch ahead of that Ford truck. I don't know why, but every time I go to crashes, focus on crashes, it goes to Drew Holman. Side by side for the lead. Joey Burchett, Chase Lewis.
You should do most exciting in case.
Most exciting goes to Drew Holman.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Well, I guess he's fighting for a position with the 12th. He's defending.
The battle up front. Chase Lewis gets the lead. Joey Burchett going to try to battle back on the bottom. Able to exit a little bit lower, get some fresh air on that nose.
The 17 is getting a bit of help from the 42, getting a little push towards the end of that straight.
And that's going to send that 17 truck to the lead as the 4 slides up in front of the 42.
Yeah. Slide job. I had to do it.
Or as Matt Forns would say, slide job! Slide job!
Or damn it, I'm in the barrels.
All right, Joey Burchett now to the outside of Alan Bledsoe, going to defend that second position. Got a 7-car, 7-truck group up here at the front.
Yeah, the battles are mainly in that front pack. The rest of the field, which is from truck in 8th position to 11th, are pretty much spread out. Because again, we only have 11 trucks on the lead lap. But again, we have a big gaggle of trucks from P1 to P7.
Kelly Thomas in that 8th position, just a little bit behind this group. See if he can inch his way forward and join this battle.
Well, he's probably within draft at this point.
I think so.
So he might just be looking at, looking at getting an opportunity. Who knows?
Well, and he was caught up earlier in a wreck. I don't know if he still has damage or not, but that could be part of it. Angel Ballin seems to be falling back a little bit here. Adam Chapman starting to gain on him from the bottom line.
The 12 and the 19 side by side slightly as they get into 1 and 2. The 19 being cleared by the 12 right now. Drew Holman getting in a bit of a skirmish with the 56.
Yeah, definitely on his rear bumper a little bit.
Rear bumper, I'm getting PTSD.
It looks like it's single filed out now for the top 6 or 7. Yeah, I let you into that one.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm 35, by the way. I'm absolutely not laughing at the 6-7 thing when the kids don't even do it anymore. Not at all.
Looks like we might have a little bit of a battle here for the second position as Alan Bledsoe starting to inch forward on that Ford truck.
A little bit of a kerfuffle up front.
Able to clear the 4. Is he going to take it? Looks like he's going to take it and move Alan Bledsoe up to P2.
Slide job.
Chase Lewis having a strong run tonight, leading several laps.
Yep. And just a quick apology to our viewers. I am in dire need of PTO. And it is championship race. The mind goes places.
been
I believe it's a nice time to relax when we commentate this race. There is a bit of action, though. I'm kind of surprised. Like, the front runners are battling every goddamn lap.
The 42 able to get to the inside of the 7. I think that inside side draft worked a little bit as the 42 gets tight, slight contact. Able
3
to
wide.
keep it straight, and Joey Burchett going to send it on the apron.
The top 5 within 0.6 seconds, within 0.4 seconds. That's insanely close. The 17 getting loose a little bit, the 56 as well.
17 almost clipped that right rear of the 42 truck, Alan Blood, so I think he might have bailed to avoid the contact. It's going to move Drew Holman up into the 3rd position. Alan Bledsoe back to the lead. Top 6 right on top of each other. Adam Chapman side by side with Christian DeBoer. And Drew Holman looks on underneath on the Ford truck trying to get P2. Not gonna make any gains there, but keeping close. And Chase Lewis back up there as well.
Just launched a little poll in the chat for our viewers. Who is your favorite for tomorrow's championship in the Cup Series? The options are Jeff Medlin in the number 3, John Pointer in the number 20, Scott Stewart Jr., the last race winner, number 27, and Paul Chismet. Who is your favorite for the Cup Championship? We already established Burchett is winning the Truck Championship tonight, so I can't really ask y'all who is your favorite. I can, but I mean, to be fair,
yeah, we already
pretty much established. Exactly. Yeah, feel free to share who is your favorite for tomorrow. Don't forget to tune in. The race will start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, the same as tonight. By the way, I think it has been established that the Xfinity, or should I say O'Reilly Series, will also be moving to a 30 minutes practice and a race start at 8:30 Eastern next season. Am I correct?
Absolutely. There are definitely some changes going on within the league. That will be one of them, shortening up that practice time so Davey Hendricks can get his beauty sleep after the race, because we all know he needs it.
To be fair, I also need it. I quite enjoy my sleep, and so here's the thing. I know it's a hobby, right? We're all in this for passion, but it's a hobby after all. But after a race, it's very rare that I can go to bed right after it, especially if I get a good result or if I have a terrible result.
Right.
I cannot go to sleep right after that. The adrenaline is way too high.
Drew Holman making contact with the wall off of turn 4, able to gather it up and not lose too much time as the 17 of Chase Lewis gets to his inside. This is a battle for P3.
Yeah, Bledsoe just trying to escape with the lead right now.
Yeah, and I think we're into that run where the tires just aren't going to let you make a pass anywhere but on the top, with the exception of people making mistakes. But I think in this late in the run, if you defend the top, you're going to be good.
And I think to consider with, and like you mentioned, like older tires, right? The tire wear is starting to be felt by the drivers. If you try and overtake on the outside and you succeed to be side by side, there's always a risk, especially out of 4, that the truck underneath you will come and hit you.
Yes.
I feel like it's less of a problem out of 2, but it's a big issue out of 4.
So
I don't know what's with it with this track and turn number 4, but yes, the wall calls to you.
Gets awfully tight. But with that being said, currently on your screen, we're showing the most recent lap time. You can see the leader ran a 32.0. So let's switch it over to best time. and 30.7. So 1.3 seconds of fall off as these tires wear. So pretty good fall off the deeper into the run we go. Let's take a peek at the stint and see, okay, these guys are about 25 laps into a run, so I imagine next 5 to 10 laps we will see pit stops.
It's more than likely, yeah. I have a question.
Yes.
I'm watching Gatlin Downey's truck. What is double quick?
I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna Google it. What is double quick? Double quick. It is a food chain.
Oh.
Fast food. Interesting. I'm surprised because there's double quick, so food related, and he has O'Reilly Auto Parts right next to it. That's interesting. They have breakfast stuff, and pizza rolls, and burgers, chicken tenders. Yes, we're talking about food, everybody. You know what? It's 9:30 p.m. and I'm hungry. All right.
Everybody has spaced out as we get to the end of this fuel run. Alan Bledsoe has a pretty good gap over Joey Burchett in second and Chase Lewis in third. And just kidding, Joey Burchett now making a move to the inside of Chase Lewis. They make light contact. 17 goes up the track a little bit. Both able to escape without any damage. In chat, Zach says, let's go, Drew. Drew Holman currently running in fourth, our first non-playoff driver. Also missing a banner. Drew, get it fixed. Looks like we have pit stop starting. Kelly Thomas and Austin Gardner down pit road.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, Zach, dude, you're the admin. He doesn't have a banner. Do your thing. Okay.
Chase Lewis able to drive away from Joey Burchett in that second position. Looks like Joey Burchett coming down pit road. Todd Chase coming down pit road.
Yeah, it's about that time, right?
Yep. Let's see.
Question is, so I believe in the Xfinity car, taking 2 tires was relatively safe, but probably on the last run or a shorter run. So I guess they will take 4 on this pit stop. They cannot one stop it from now.
As everybody comes down pit road, Bledsoe, Lewis, Chapman, that's going to hand the lead over to Drew Holman. And Christian DeBoer, Scotty Watkins, the only 3 who have not pitted yet on this lead lap.
Oh, I got hiccups. That's interesting.
Drew Holman coming down pit road this time. Christian DeBoer gonna take the lead.
Take a little bonus point.
Scotty Watkins also coming down pit road. So Christian DeBoer, the lone lead lap driver who has not pitted yet during this cycle.
And so we talked about the championship, who's going to win this. In terms of points, pure points within the playoff drivers, it is fairly close. So if we look at current points, Alan Bledsoe has 2,000. Well, I'll just go with the hundreds. I will go with the 2,000s.
There you go.
He has 120. Chase Lewis right behind him, 119. Austin Gardner, 114. Christian DeBoer, 113. Adam Chapman, 106. Gatlin Downey, 98. So they are pretty close to each other in terms of pointage.
Yes.
So if you're a bit competitive, you want to get as close as possible to the first place, right? You want to get on that podium, like that standings podium for the end of the season. just a little thing to put on your resume within Relentless.
And we have a battle for the lead. Christian aboard down pit road. This battle right here will be for the lead. Joey Burchett has it. Alan Bledsoe to the inside. Bledsoe having some help with the 17 of Chase Lewis.
I'm surprised though. I would have thought that the pit stop sequence would have spread out the field a little bit, especially up front. But I guess they practice their pit stops extensively.
And Alan Bledsoe with a wiggle on the bottom there. Going to clear the fork of Joey Burchett and bring Chase Lewis side by side with that Ford truck. That's right.
And one thing you don't want to do, especially on green lap pit stops, is miss your pit box. I don't know if you remember the race at Iowa. It was not on a green flag pit stop. It was on the stage pit stop. Our good friend David Farnan heavily missed its pit box and had to correct his position about 7 times to be able to make it pit stop. Love you, David. But that was hilarious to watch on the stream later on.
We've definitely had some funny moments this season. And that was definitely one of them. And it was weird though too, because Iowa's pit boxes are huge, but iRacing said he wasn't within the box, even though he was by far within the box.
Exactly, and considering at least it was not on a green flag pit stop, it was on stage, so he was able to just get in the back of the field, you know, not get lapped or anything. But if it had been a green flag pit stop, he would have been lapped at least once. And you don't want to do that.
Absolutely. And through this cycle of green flag pit stops, the top 3 stayed close to each other, but after that, it's a 4-second gap back to 4th place.
Yeah, Adam Chapman and Austin Garner pretty much close to each other. Adam Chapman is following up on Mark Gibbs. Oh, and he just hit Mark Gibbs heavily into one. That was unexpected.
Let's back it up and see if we can see it.
I'll go see if Adam Chapman got some damage out of that.
Looks like the 8 really checked up there.
Yep.
Not anticipating it, and the 12 did not have time to adjust.
No damage for the 12, so at least there's that.
Back up front, Alan Bledsoe still leading Joey Burchett, with Chase Lewis now helping Joey Burchett.
I feel like Lewis is just being agent of chaos right now, just pushing whomever he can to make. And Bledsoe heavily into the wall.
Ford truck down the track a little bit. Chase Lewis gonna send it up the middle, not gonna be able to get in between the 42 and the Ford truck, and that's gonna move the Ford truck to the lead, assuming he slides up in front of that 42, which he does.
Yeah, so like I said, I feel like Chase Lewis just being an agent of chaos, pushing whomever he can push to disrupt the lead, see how we can benefit out of it, and just cut the nose of the 42 out of 4.
Chase Lewis up to P2. And when you're back there and they're side by side, there's really nothing you can do. You got to pick one of them to help and hope you can get them forward, so at least you have an opportunity to move. And that's kind of, I think, what we saw there.
Yeah, for sure. So I double checked. The 42 does not have visible damage after his contact with the wall, but again, there is still possibility of unseen damage in the drivetrain and direction, suspension, etc.
And currently side by side for P2.
We are past halfway through the race. Halfway was lap 75. We are on lap 83.
And with that being said, we are going to take a short commercial break, but you won't miss any action as we go side by side.
bitch, I ain't even gonna bed. All I do is hit, I don't even care if I said that BB on my shit. Yeah, that love so bad, but I ain't cuffing bitch. I want Molly, I want Gaba, I want Rossi.
All right, we are back. Joey Burchett still leading Chase Lewis and Alan Bledsoe. Why don't we go through the field real quick? And we'll do a little preview of their paint schemes as Joey Burchett driving that number 4 iRacing I-Flag Toyota. Chase Lewis in that JBL Toyota number 17. Alan Bledsoe with the ATD Chevrolet number 42. Adam Chapman with the Trackside Racing number 12 Toyota. Austin Garner with the blue and white Ford. Kelly Thomas with the Superflow Motor Oils number 44. Drew Holman with the Spring Air Chevrolet number 15. Todd Chase with the Thank You Zach number 20 Toyota. Christian DeBoer with the Primetime Motorsports Extreme Motorsports number 56 Chevrolet. Scotty Watkins with the Rigotech number 99 Toyota. Angel Ballin in the Monster number 19 Toyota. Ryan McElwin in the Advantage PC number 24 Toyota. Gatlin Downey with that double quick number 35 Chevy, still having some damage on that right front.
Oh yeah.
Mark Gibbs with the Square D number 8 Dodge. And Riley Hoots no longer in the session.
We do have a tight battle still for the first position, as Burchett and Chase Lewis are coming up on lap traffic. The 35 of Gatlin Downey that you just mentioned had damage still. The 42 sending it too wide on the outside of 4. Exit of 4, sorry.
And
3 wide into 2.
17 clears. The 35 going to slide up to that top line.
To be fair, this is quite clean racing from our leaders here. They have been battling for a while, but they kept it mostly clean. Like, yes, we have got the 42 that hit the wall earlier and kind of disrupted the 4 line, but otherwise it's tight racing. It's hard racing, but it's clean racing, and we like to see that.
Absolutely. A little bit of door banging, but nobody damaged, nobody wrecked. Just good hard racing as Chase Lewis propels forward in that second line up to P2. Really, I guess. Oh, as the 42 got real close to that 17.
Yeah. The 15 of Drew Holman got disrupted by the lap car of Mark Gibbs, which allowed the 20 of Todd Chase to overtake him before turn number 3, but the 20 got loose on the outside of 4, so Drew Holman trying to take that position back.
Looks like he is going to clear that 20 truck. Maybe not. Oh, it's tight as the 20 hits the wall.
Yeah, that battle is a bit more involved. It is tight, but it's also quite aggressive.
Top 5, Joey Burchett leading Chase Lewis, Alan Bledsoe, Adam Chapman, and Austin Garner. That 6th position we were just talking about, Drew Holman currently has over Todd Chase.
Adam Chapman on the radio, but I do not have my radio open in the game, so I don't know if he's calling for pits. He is going down pit lane.
Interesting.
Let me double check. Maybe he's collected some damage or something.
A little early, I feel like, but maybe that's part of the strategy. Gonna stop here and then stop one more time. I think it's still gonna be, yeah, I don't know. Maybe just trying to get off sequence?
Maybe. He's getting right sides.
And these guys did start with 5 extra sets of tires, so I don't
Yeah, they
think,
have plenty.
yeah, tires really shouldn't be a concern per se, but I think that might just be an off strategy thing, hoping that something falls to him where he can get the caution at the right time and maybe advance. But got a battle for what is now the 4th position. Austin Garner, Drew Holman, and then Todd Chase lurking right behind.
I see George Burchett on the radio as well. I'm going to assume he's calling for pits. As they're battling, you don't want to not call it.
Right. Gardner came down pit road from that 4th position.
So let's see if he slows down.
Does not
He does
look
not
like it.
No, he does not like it. I'm just making assumptions every time somebody mics up on the game.
Chase Lewis got to his inside in turn 1. Looks like he is not going to be able to make the pass. That may open the door for Alan Bledsoe to battle for that 2nd position.
But that's interesting. I would have thought Burchett would have dominated tonight. But
3 wide.
despite all that, 3 wide. Like I don't know if he's just having fun and willing to battle. Is he really pushing hard? Is he not? Those are questions I'm wondering about.
Yeah, and I think it's got a lot to do with this car and track combo with the low horsepower of these trucks.
Yeah.
I think the draft is such a big deal here where it's hard to drive away.
Yeah, that's fair. Especially if the trucks behind are able to keep.
Burchett.
Oh, the 4 in the wall. This is a rare sight. A mistake from the number 4 of Joey Burchett.
And that's going to cost him 2 spots. Alan Bledsoe and Chase Lewis both go by. Ryan McElwin down pit road.
No visible damage for the number 4.
Now we're going to see what these tires are worth as Adam Chapman, the first truck on new tires, comes up on 2 trucks, and he is going to blow right by the 56 of Christian DeBoer and also the 44 of Kelly Thomas. He's going to try to get his lap back the hard way.
Might as well. Ryan McElwain coming out of the pits. So Burchett is 4/10 behind the leader. Todd Chase and Drew Holman still fighting for position. That 4th position is heavily contested right now.
And we were talking about the fresh tires versus the old tires. Our leader ran a 32.17. Adam Chapman, the first truck on new tires, a 31.14. So a full second difference on these tires.
Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised. As you're seeing this, the 12 is coming by 35, will lap his teammate of the 20. Trying to unlap himself again, like you said. Coming in hot. Trying to overtake Drew Holman out of 2. He's going to take the inside.
Yep. Kelly Thomas and Scotty Watkins, 44 and number 99 down pit road. I'm thinking Chapman just is trying the undercut here, and maybe still can make it with 1 stop.
But he's going to have to stop for fuel, that's for sure.
Yeah, he'll have to stop 1 more time, but I think everybody will. Let's look at the stint length again. Our front runners on 30 laps. So I think everybody's going to have to stop 1 more time. Drew Holman down pit road.
Chase as well.
Burchett down
They're
pit road.
They're battling on track and they're battling in the pit lane.
All right, well, if you're Alan Bledsoe, how long do you stay out here? I think you got to come down pretty quick.
I'm coming in right now. Personally, I am not.
They both come down.
Oh yeah, they both come down. Personally, I am not that good on older tires, and I know how good the undercut can work on tracks like this. So I would have done what Bledsoe just did. I would just pit right away, react.
I think you have to stay as close as you can to your competitors as far as pit stop laps. But with that being said, Christian DeBoer now going to cycle to the lead once again, staying out longer than everybody else. That's going to bring Adam Chapman and Austin Garner back on the lead lap.
Chase Lewis ready to battle as they come out of the pits.
Pretty tight, pretty equal pit stop times.
Drew Holman and Todd Chase are still battling. Drew Holman got the ascendant on the 20, but he's up front.
The Ford truck on those one-lap fresher tires has closed up and is side-by-side with the 17 of Chase Lewis. Gonna make the pass, slide in between, and go back to the bottom underneath Alan Bledsoe.
Might even try to get some draft from the 45 if he can. He cannot. The draft will go to the 42.
And that's going to propel that 42 up to what eventually we think will be the lead. Chapman currently in the lead. But this 45 truck, Austin Gardner, is on the same lap, battling for positions here, just at a slight tire disadvantage. Christian DeBoer down pit road. Let's see, what's the gap between... Chapman's got about little over 2.5 seconds on our previous front runners. We'll see how quickly they can close that gap.
And Kelly Thomas pitted not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken. Currently battling for position with Drew Holman, but at a slight disadvantage in terms of tire wear.
Yeah, it looks like just a few laps.
I believe he pitted at the same time as Scotty Watkins.
All right, well, that's going to leave Angel Ball in the last truck on the lead lap as they continue to battle for what is currently second place.
So most of the battles have been with the same packs of trucks. What happened to Angel Ballin?
I think I hate to say it, but I feel like Angel Ballin's kind of done this all season, where he'll be fast on the rip but unable to save his tires and just falls off. I mean, I do the same thing, so I know all about it, but that's what it appears to be as the battle wages on for this second position. But they have closed significantly on Adam Chapman here. That gap now 0.4 of a second.
Well, that reminds me of the title of your memoir. From first to lapped.
Yeah.
A Tony Free story.
To be fair, most of my lapping happens because somebody wrecks me.
This is all banter, obviously.
Adam Chapman getting passed by these three, gonna fall to that fourth position. The undercut not working too well for him. The tire fall off just too significant. Battle up front. Joey Burchett in second, Alan Bledsoe in first, Chase Lewis hanging right behind him in that third position. Lewis with some momentum off of turn 4, gonna try to get side by side with the 4, gonna do it. Should have the advantage coming off of turn 2.
So something happened. I looked away for a couple of laps. Todd Chase was behind Drew Holman and Kelly Thomas, and now Todd Chase is in front of the two of them.
Let's see. Yep, just passed Drew Holman. All in the same lap. Got around both of them.
Oh yeah. Into one, past Kelly Thomas, and then into three, past Drew Holman. Good stuff.
Back up front, Chase Lewis looking to the inside of the 42. Alan Bledsoe not going to be able to clear. Bledsoe should have the advantage. Nobody's voting on your poll here.
Nope. Nobody.
I'll make my vote. I gotta stick with.
Please do.
I gotta stick with my teammate, my ride or
That's
die,
right.
the Jeffrey Medlin. As we have a pass for the lead, Chase Lewis able to make the pass.
And Bert Chet right there trying to overtake the 42 as well. So you're going to vote for the Jeff Medlin. The Dozer Medlin.
Yep, the Jeffrey Medlin.
Incredible. I'm a vote for my teammate as well. Scott Stewart Jr. showed incredible pace all season long. Sometimes a bit unfortunate. Won at Iowa. North-South dominated Iowa in Xfinity and Cup. And I believe he can do it.
Yeah, got taken out by his own teammate at Chicagoland. Able to bounce back and get the win to lock himself into the championship 4.
Yeah, he was in the must-win situation, and he got it.
But I will say, I wouldn't sleep on Sean Pointer either, because out of all of these guys, Sean Pointer is the only driver who has won at Las Vegas in the next-gen car within RRL.
That's interesting. And I'm not necessarily too aware of the pace of the Cup the Cup guys on miles and a half. I've not paid that much attention to it, honestly. I've mostly spotted for the guys, but didn't necessarily pay attention to the raw pace of everybody. I know Paul Gismet is also pretty quick. If he can keep himself out of trouble, off the wall as well, could be, and that, they're not the Final Four for nothing, right? They are pretty much the best we got in Cup right now, or amongst the best. Obviously, there's always a bit of luck and, yeah, let's just say luck.
Yeah.
That comes with
Caution's
that.
falling at the right spot. Or
Exactly. Spinneroonies. A lot of stuff comes into play, right? Sometimes strategy, like fuel mileage as well. We've had a few races that have been won on fuel mileage. Especially for a round of 8, I believe. Somebody was able to lug themselves up in the round of 8 through a fuel mileage scenario. Can't remember who he was, though.
But I will say, I feel like Cup has been the most competitive. And that's maybe not the right word, but just looking at win stats alone, we had no drivers win more than 2 races. We've had 13 drivers win a race in 21 races. With
I think I would go for the most even field in terms of skill. Yeah, like Xfinity for me is probably the toughest field because it has a lot of extremely talented drivers. We do have 2 drivers with a lot of wins, and that will be Schaefer and Banks, obviously. But the rest of the field is still pretty strong, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So it's an extremely competitive field, extremely difficult field to be able to excel in, honestly. So, but yes, I agree. Cup has a very even field, and that's what I'm looking forward to if I'm accepted in Cup next season. It would be to fight amongst that even field and try to see what I can do in it.
Yeah, and that's why I said probably not the right term, but all series we have are very, very competitive. We just don't have that standout or those couple standout drivers that go out and dominate each season in the Cup Series.
Yeah, that's right.
Especially this season where it's been very, very, I guess, spread out as far as wins go. And
yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, like you said, like Xfinity has been dominated by Schaefer and Banks, the DBR guys. Trucks has been dominated by Burchett, has been dominated by Joe Robert throughout the seasons. Cup this season has been a bit more spread out, a bit more even in terms of wins. Even myself, if I'm totally honest, I've had a good season in Xfinity, right? I only have 3 wins. I have 3 wins. I'm the third in terms of amount of wins because Schaefer and Banks got so many of them.
It's undershadowed by the amount of wins that those two have had, even though 3 seasons or 3 wins at the Cup level would be the best.
Yeah, exactly.
And the same thing with ARCA, where we have, you know, Roberson winning 6 races, Savignano winning 4 races, and then it's 1-2, 1-2. So that's more of what I was talking relating to the Cup Series. But I'll tell you what, we are approaching the end. Adam Chapman down pit road, Austin Garner down pit road, Christian DeBoer down pit road.
Yeah, we're almost on lap 125. Yeah, so we have 20. Wow, math difficult. We have 26 laps remaining.
And the battle for the top 3 continues on. Chase Lewis currently leading that group. Drew Holman down pit road.
Yeah, the 12 and the 45 coming out together. They're going to battle it out of the pits. Side by side, out of the pits even.
45 has that advantage on that outer line.
Yeah. And we have a caution.
As Alan Bledsoe goes around. Let's see what happened.
He got clipped by the 17.
Yeah, he pushed the 17 into the wall, and then the 17 had to bounce down the track. Spinning Alan Bledsoe. Got some damage on that left side of that truck.
Yeah, that truck will not be up to pace for the remainder of the race, that's for sure.
And this hurts everybody who came down pit road before. They will stay out, take the wave around, but will be at a slight tire disadvantage. The lead lap trucks will have the advantage on fresh tires and track position, but
absolutely. And this is bad news for Gatlin Downey too, because right now Austin Garner, Adam Chapman, Ryan McElwain, Christian DeBoer are a lap down. So I don't believe Gatlin Downey will get a lucky dog. Will he?
I don't believe so. I think Drew Holman
he might. He's staying out, so he'll
get the wave around. I think Drew Holman's going to get the lucky dog, but I noticed Joey Burchett came down pit road before everybody else. I'm curious if that was a mistake, if pit road was open for him, or if that was a fuel issue.
That's a good question.
But
he put tires on at least.
We'll have
he
to
put 4 tires and came out. I see activity on the radio. I wonder what's going on.
And it's all shaken up at the front. Scotty Watkins is going to be the first one off of pit road, aside from Joey Burchett. Todd Chase comes out in third. This is going to shake up our front runners here.
Yeah. Yeah, Bledsoe's still in the pits. I don't know if he's calling it quits for tonight, but at least getting repairs done.
Yeah, pretty significant damage to that left side.
Yeah. Yeah, the right side is all clean, but the left side has taken a beating.
Yeah, it looks like he must have got spun and was backwards on track when he hit the wall.
That's, you know what? It's heartbreaking to see paints you work on getting smashed like that.
All right, we are going to have a lot of waiver rounds here. Lucky dogs. As the field gets recycled, 24 laps to go.
Recycled.
Yes, not in the sense that we're gonna reuse it.
Okay.
The cycle is changing. Who's towards the front?
Okay, there's a hyphen between the and the cycle.
Yes, yes. The ones who did not get the waiver round would fall to the back. So the lead lappers had to make some passes here. Looks like the lights are out on the pace car. Joey Burchett is going to be the leader. Must have just been a timing thing where pit road opened up at the right time for him to come down before everybody else.
That's possible. So right now we have 11 trucks on the lead lap. The last one being the bar in 11th, but has not joined up the field yet. He is trying his darnest. Ryan McElwain and Gatlin Downey are a lap down. So Gatlin Downey was able to get a lap back, and Ryan McElwain pitted instead of getting the wave around.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Green flag is out. Joey Burchett going to lead him down into turn 1. Teammate behind him, Todd Chase.
Yeah, 17 was behind Scotty Watkins, had to work his way around Scotty Watkins. Ready to fight it off with the 4 of Joey Burchett, but at least Burchett has a teammate with him to compete.
Todd Chase having a strong run tonight. Currently in that second position on the bottom line, going to be at a slight disadvantage here. But his teammate is trying to give him a little bit of a tow. And Chase Lewis is going to be in that second position.
Well, it will be 21 laps to go next down by, I believe.
Alan Bledsoe is back out there. As Scotty Watkins hits the wall off of turn 4, puts them 3 wide. They're able to clear, get 2 wide.
Yeah, that whole pit cycle didn't work out in favor for Adam Chapman.
As
he was on a different strategy, and that did not pay off.
Chase Lewis looking to the inside of the 4, Joey Burchett. Not going to be able to make the pass. I'll tell you what did work out for is Austin Gardner up in the 4th position. And then Allen.
Ooh, and the 17 coming back on, making an aggressive lane change midway through the corner, trying to block the 20 of Todd Chase. That was a bit aggressive.
Alan Bledsoe back up to the 5th position, even with that damage.
Might be able to cling to a podium tonight.
Very possible.
To be fair, that version has leveled the playing field a little bit. Everybody got fresh tires, everybody got fuel. Strategy is out the window.
Unless we get another caution.
Don't jinx it. We've had enough. What about my beauty sleep phone? We're only concerned about Davies' beauty sleep. What about mine? Am I not pretty enough?
No, you're too pretty. That's why you don't need it.
Fair. See? You got me.
Battle for the 3rd position kind of went away there. Austin Gardner trying to fight on that bottom line, but that second lane, Todd Chase able to keep the 3rd position. Single file for the top 5.
Oh, and they are coming up to track. Oh,
Todd
the
Chase
20 got
back
eye.
into it. Oh, and he's loose.
Oh, and that's going to be a caution. And yeah, the 20 got into the wall. The 42 got into the wall. A bunch of them got into the wall. Reminds me of the Oprah Winfrey meme.
You get the wall.
You get into the wall. You get into the wall. Everybody get into the wall.
All right, let's see. The 20 just got sideways here. We're going to try to back this up and get the whole picture. All right, let's go to this camera.
That's going to be a sprint to the end.
20 got in the wall. The 45 got in the back of him, got him all jacked up. He came down into the 45. 45 goes through the spin cycle. And looks like nobody else got caught up in it.
Yeah, that's to be expected with late race cautions like that. People do be aggressive a little bit. They get fresh tires. They want to get as many positions as they can. And by driving aggressively, you overdrive it a little bit, overcommit to your corner, therefore might hit the wall outside of the corner. And that's what just happened to two of them. Joey Burchett and Alan Bledsoe going down pit lane together.
Adam Chapman as well. But one thing that I will say is that that may have been a result of a possible checkup, because I did see the 17 get a little loose. And with a lot of these vehicles, if you get off of the throttle on corner exit, it will actually tighten it up and send it to the outside wall. So that may have been part of it there, but definitely the 20 got into the wall pretty hard and then got jacked up by the 45. Chase Lewis, Kelly Thomas, and Angel Ballin all staying out. Joey Burchett, the first one off pit road. I'm going to go look. Looks like he took 4 tires.
We had a contact out of pit lane between the 12 and the 45. The 12 apologized.
Oh, interesting.
The 12 apologized for the low contact.
And I think he might have gotten an EOL.
Where is the 12? He blinked out?
Oh, that could be. Say, yeah, he's gone on my screen.
Yeah, let me check his. Oh, yeah, quality of connection is incredibly low for Adam Chapman. He might get penalized by iRacing and sent it to the pits. He has not reappeared. His connect. I feel like he's getting a packet loss.
Yeah.
The quality just keeps getting down.
All right. Well, top 3 stayed out. First truck on what I believe to be fresh tires is going to be that 4 truck of Joey Burchett. We'll see how quick a work he can make here. Front row: Chase Lewis, Kelly Thomas, Angel Ballin in 3rd. Lights are out on the pace car as we restack them up. 13 laps to go.
I confirm Adam Chapman connection dropped due to upload packet loss. That's kind of the worst moment for that to happen.
Yes. Especially this late in the race. You've already ran 136 laps. Get close to the end and your internet fails you.
That's unfortunate, but let's consider that our own mechanical failures.
All right, lights are out on the pace car coming off of turn 4. Chase Lewis with the lead on the inside row. Kelly Thomas in the 44 on the outside. As they approach the restart zone, green flag is out. Chase Lewis gets a good jump. Kelly Thomas, not a bad start either.
Yeah, the 19 of Angel Ballin not able to follow suit, which gives way to the 4 of Joey Burchett, who just pitted.
13 laps.
So we'll try to follow up. Ooh, that was close for the 4. Kind of make himself room there. scared the 44 there on the backstretch.
Burchett side by side for that second position on the outside line. Will have the advantage. Makes the pass and is now caught up to the leader, 17, Chase Lewis.
I will go double check. As we were talking, I didn't pay attention if Burchett took tires. I believe so. I mean, if he pitted, he probably took tires.
Yeah,
So.
he had a 15-second pit stop, so you got to think he took tires as he gets his nose to the outside of the 17 on that high line. 17 running the middle line.
He took 4 tires. So Chase Lewis is in big danger right now.
And Chase Lewis's best bet is to keep defending that high line. Make him pass you on the bottom. I don't think it's going to be too much of a battle, though. Oh, a little bit of contact. That's the 44 goes around. Into the wall. Caution is out. Joey Burchett, the leader at the time of the caution. We'll go see what happened.
Yeah, the 44 seems to have had a contact with the 15 of Drew Holman.
Back
got
up
got spun up
bit, and see if we can get a good camera angle on it. I think we're gonna have to go with the chopper view here. Yeah, 15. I don't know, the 15. Like, it was very, very tight racing. I don't know that I could really put that on anybody.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I feel like Kelly Thomas went a bit too low. That's pushing your luck.
Yeah.
Right? Like, for sure, if you go that low as you open the door to the 15 to go there, like the 15 is there. He's allowed to be there. If you squeeze him, you still have to give enough room.
Yeah,
so
risk versus
that's
reward there, I feel
exactly.
like. But
it is playing with fire, most definitely.
An Angel Ball and an innocent bystander in it. Got caught up. We'll go check and see what his damage looks like. A little bit on that left front fender. Gonna go in and get it fixed, it looks like. Chase Lewis down pit road.
So it appears his PC crashed, says Adam Chapman. That's unfortunate.
6 trucks stay out. Lead lap trucks stay out. I think Gatlin Downey finally gets the lucky dog.
He just might, unless... Yeah, I see him going around full speed. And he's going into the pits.
Gonna go put 4 fresh tires on it if he has them and try to advance his running position. Been battling back all night from that first caution.
I wonder how much damage he's collected at the beginning of this race, because he's still not fully repaired, and we had plenty of cautions tonight for him to get his repairs done.
Getting a little bit more
I just
done.
see
Pop back out.
just a little. Yeah, we were watching the same thing, just a little pop, you know.
Yep. So maybe he'll be somewhat competitive here, and he will be in the 12th position. Maybe try to get himself somewhere up the top 5 or 6.
Even a bit more popped up, but he's gonna have to get out of the pits right away as the pace car is coming towards it. Yeah, he'll be able to stay on lead lap.
Looks like
his truck now almost fully repaired, as I can see. Like, I don't know how much time he had remaining, but his right front fender pretty much restored. Ain't that something?
yeah, I think it's all fixed. I don't even see any scrape or anything on that right front. I think he's good to go. As long as he can catch up.
Yeah, and that's a problem we mentioned, right? The trucks are not necessarily the fastest around the track. This is a fairly big track, so he's going to have to catch up. Probably he's going to be able to be there by the time they get into 3, sorry.
Todd Chase able to catch the pack. Let's see where Gatlin down. Oh, it looks like he's going to catch him just in time.
Yeah, just in time to get situated and get positioned. Since he got a lucky dog, he's going to be at the end of the longest lane, I believe. Except for Kelly Thomas behind him, who pitted as well.
7th caution of the night. Going to be 7 laps to go. Pace car is off. And we are green. Alan Bledsoe may have jumped the start.
I don't see a black flag so far.
He looked like he jumped and then checked up, so maybe able to time it where he did not get the black flag. But Drew Holman puts it 3 wide on the bottom, all the way to the bottom. Gonna have some momentum as Christian DeBoer looks to go with him. Drew Holman battling side by side with Joey Burchett for the lead. Burchett has some momentum on the top line. Christian DeBoer all the way on the apron.
Oh yeah, that's a tight fight. But again, Gatlin Downey seems to have found pace again because he just overtook a couple of trucks. So he's back into it.
Chase Lewis slides up in front of the 42 of Alan Bledsoe. Top line is rolling. Joey Burchett going to clear the 15 of Drew Holman.
Scotty Watkins into the wall, the 99 on inches of 3, kind of overshot it and hit the wall slightly.
Still side by side for the lead. Drew Holman, Joey Burchett. Drew Holman runs him up the track a little bit on entry up the corner. Chase Lewis looking to possibly put it 3 wide. Backs out of it.
Pushes the 4 a little bit. This is a tight fight, but hey, Gatlin Downey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7th position. He was a lap down the entirety of the race, and now he's in P7.
4
Looking
laps
for P6 even.
4 laps to go. Joey Burchett leading Drew Holman. Chase Lewis as Alan Bledsoe sticks his nose underneath Chase Lewis for the P3 position.
Yeah, Bledsoe clearly. Oh, he's getting cut by the 15 of Drew Holman. Drew Holman decided to cut his nose right there, going up track, and the 42 will be able to go side by side with the 15 on the outside of turn number 4.
3 wide for second as Joey Burchett gets jacked up by the 17. Able to gather it up.
Oh my God, these guys are driving aggressively tonight. The 17, what is the 17 doing?
He is all over the track. Joey
I think
Burchett.
he's looking for fresh air and looking for a gap somewhere, but you cannot go bottom to top to bottom midway through the corner like that. This is just calling for a crash.
And Joey Burchett leading once again side by side with Drew Holman on that bottom line. Looks like Drew gets a little bit of an advantage through the tri-oval.
Oh, 45, I think, got loose and had to back out a little bit. 35 will show his nose to the inside of the 56 of Christian DeBoer.
2 laps to go. White flag next time by Joey Burchett running away up the track. That 3rd line. Drew Holman's going to lead that lap. This is going to be a fight to whoever has the most momentum off of turn 4. Double file as Alan Bledsoe looks to stick his nose underneath the 15.
He's looking. 17 trying to push the 4 as well, gain some momentum out of it. The 4 has cleared all the other trucks.
3 wide off of turn 4 for that second position. Who's going to get it? Drew Holman gets close to that 42's bumper, and it's going to be
Bledsoe.
Alan Bledsoe P2, Chase Lewis P3. Joey Burchett gets the win to cap off his championship season. Well, that was a wild finish to this race, but
Absolutely.
definitely put on some fun racing there, some hard nose racing, as Joey Burchett gets his 9th win on the season, I believe it is.
Yes.
Alan Bledsoe, after getting that damage, gonna finish P2.
And that's the championship for Burchett. This is confirmed. He's won the race. He
Oh,
has won the championship.
Bledsoe wrecks him. Not sure if that was intentional or if that was just for fun, but Burchett gonna get the win, do his victory burnouts.
And the top 3 for the championship will be Burchett, Bledsoe, and Lewis as they finish the same positions. So this is going to be the 3 top positions for this championship.
I was just gonna say that's how they finished.
Yeah. So as the leader is doing some burnouts, I believe, I want to thank you, Tony, for having me on the stream tonight, having me most of the truck season. I will let you do your interviews, and I want to congratulate again Joey Burchett on his tonight and his championship. It is well deserved, and congratulations to all the other drivers. Thank you, Zach, for your dedication. You were the admin when I came into Relentless last season. Thank you for your dedication. I really appreciate you, and thank you, viewers, for being here all season long.
Absolutely. Been a fun one. Thanks for gracing us with your presence in the booth, and maybe we'll do it again next season.
Let's see. Let's see. I sure hope so. All right. Have a good evening.
See ya. All right. We are just waiting for our top 3 finishers. Looks like we have 2 of them already, but I think if we get our 3rd finisher in here, we may do this in reverse order. We'll do a we'll wait for him. Give us just a couple minutes here. Hopefully Chase Lewis joins us. And while we're waiting, we'll go over the race results. Get the right one up here. Joey Burchett getting his 9th win on the season. Alan Bledsoe coming back from the damage, finishing 2nd. Chase Lewis, a front runner all night, finished 3rd. Drew Holman in 4th, just missing out on that podium position. Having a very strong run. Christian DeBoer in 5th. Gonna finish out the season pretty strongly with that top 5 finish, one of our contenders all season. Gatlin Downey bouncing back from being caught up in the very first caution, gonna be 6th. Scotty Watkins in 7th. Ryan McElwin 8th. Austin Gardner 9th. Todd Chase 10th. Angel Ballin 11th. Kelly Thomas 12th. Mark Gibbs 13th. Adam Chapman having connection issues, PC crashed, finishing 14th, and Riley Hoot's going to be 15th after getting wrecked out early. Looks like we might be missing a driver here, so we will just go ahead and get this started without him. I guess we will do this reverse order. Let me get Alan Bledsoe in here. All right, Alan Bledsoe, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy, Tony.
Oh, man, what a comeback. Got caught up in a wreck. Finished in 2nd with damage and finishing strong this season. Tell us about your race a little bit. Led a lot of laps.
I want to say that I had the best truck in the field. I know that Chase and Joey were holy cow. We were all 3 just absolutely neck and neck. All 3 of us were very equal. And it was so much fun racing those 2. Oh my gosh. That was some of the most intense racing through the entire race. The entire thing. The most intense race I have ever been a part of. It was so fun. I think I've said that about 4 times now. So I don't know what else to say. It was that was incredible. I was really good on the long run. It was just, those guys being ahead of me. You have to use so many laps and so much tire to work your way back around them once they get around you. It's really hard to just get there, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
I need to say this. I think Joey had just come down pit road when this happened. I got to Chase's inside, and it felt like it was gonna stick. So, like I went from about half throttle and then put it down when I felt like it was okay, and then I made just a tiny bit of contact, just a tiny bit, and he went into the wall and bounced off, and yeah, that was but I don't want to see any penalties after that race. That was just so fun, so intense. And the last couple laps, the last 5 laps, it was gridlock. Absolute just gridlock. Nobody could get around anybody else. I got to the inside, I think, of Joey and Drew. They're coming to about 2 to go, and I thought we were gonna wreck in turn 1. Honestly, I saw Joey get sideways, and so I thought we kind of lost him. I thought Drew and I cleared him. So I came up just a hair too much and got into him, and I was like, "We're gonna die," and we didn't. So I'm really proud of the way we finished this season off. It's really been one heck of a season. It's been, I mean, really fun to watch and race, and I'm glad to see Joey and that entire team wanting to move up to the Xfinity Series, because or O'Reilly Series, I suppose we'll call it now, because I think he's gonna have something for those DBR guys. It's gonna be really interesting, and I hope I have something, but I'm not super confident in that. I think I might just have top 5 cars pretty much, because those guys are so fast.
Absolutely. It will definitely be interesting next season to see who's competitive in which series. But man, the 3 of you up front all night, and then Drew Holman making his way up there at the end of the race.
I don't know where he came from.
put on a great show for everybody watching. Congrats on the P2 finish, finishing out the season with 1 win, 13 top 5s, and 16 top 10s. So very strong season. Congrats on that. And I think P2 in the standings overall.
Well, for right now, I mean, if they decide to do penalties tonight, which really I do hope they don't make any penalties, because that was just it was fantastic racing, and who's going to take penalties on the finale? I mean, seriously.
Right. No.
But that was I do apologize. I kind of talked right through you. So did you have any questions for me? I know this is kind of an interview.
Nope. I just letting you say your part, and we'll move on from there.
Well, apologies to Chase for getting him into the wall. Glad he was able to come back and finish 3rd. We all 3 had a chance at the win. Really, really proud of just the 3 of us. Very specifically, me, Joey, and Chase. That was incredibly hard racing, incredibly clean racing, and maybe we made a little bit of contact with each other, but that's all in the name of the game, right?
Robbins racing.
Kind of, sort of. But I had an absolute blast. I'm so... Yay! Zach says no penalties!
All right. Well, we'll get this going here. We'll let you get some shout-outs in and get you out of here to celebrate on your P2 finish and finishing off the season in an epic battle here at Las Vegas for the Thank You Zach 150.
Yes, sir. Well, I do want to thank Zach absolutely for this is his last admin, his last time as an admin in the Truck Series, and honestly, I think he did a fantastic job as an admin. And Sean did a good job too. I thought, yeah, thanks to Zach, this being his last one. It's oh, that's sad. It's been really nice having some good admins. And thank you for putting on the broadcast, putting on this entire show. I don't know which one of you guys put the schedule together for trucks, but I thought it was a great schedule. Would that be Sean and Zach?
I believe it was Zach. Yes, Zach and
Okay.
Sean.
But yeah, great schedule in my opinion. And thanks to Riley and Kelly and all the PRT guys for showing up tonight. We had a hell of a run this season. Sucks to finish third in team points, but hey, you can't win them all, right?
Right.
Thanks to my dad for all of his support. Thanks to my wife for letting me do this thing. She doesn't understand it, but she's amazing. I love the heck out of her in every possible way, and thanks to my IRL guys, my IRL racing guys. They give me tips and pointers for real life stuff that actually helps me here in the Sims. So it's really cool to be a part of all of that. So I'll let you go now, Tony, so you can keep on with the broadcast.
All right, man. Well, congrats again on the P2 tonight and the strong finish of the season, and we will see you next season.
Yes, sir. See you in hopefully O'Reilly series.
All right, have a good one.
See ya.
All right, that was our P2 finisher. We're kind of in a different order here, but we're going to go ahead and get to our third place finisher, Chase Lewis. Chase, Tony in the booth. You got a copy.
I got you, Tony.
Man, what a battle up front. You, Joey, and Alan all night. Drew comes out of nowhere, battling it out to the end, and finished it up P3. Tell us about your race.
I can't complain, to be honest with you. It was fun. Wish I could have finished second, but it is what it is. I like Alan. Me and Alan, we're good friends, but it was fun. I mean, it was kind of even the whole race, you know. I mean, Brachette pitted a lap earlier than me and Alan did, and then we all came out with each other at the same time. Every single time, it seemed like. And
you three were glued together for the entire race. It made for some great racing from our perspective.
Yeah, I bet that was a good show to put on. You know, it was kind of like that Atlanta race me and Joey ran.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun to watch. P3 tonight. That's going to finish up your season with 1 win, 9 top 5s, and 13 top 10s. So having a great season. Thinking you're going to end up, you should end up finishing third overall in the standings. And, man, it was a lot of fun tonight. Thank you guys for putting on the show.
Yeah. Thanks for having us, to be honest with you, 'cause that was wild. Me and Alan, I mean, we got into it right there halfway through the race, I guess, somewhere in there. And I knew it was just a racing incident. There was nothing to be mad about. So I went in pits and I was like, I'm gonna take a set of tires, and I surprisingly only had 6.0 seconds of damage, so that was a plus. I thought my car was totally KO'd, but it wasn't. So, but I felt bad for him because I didn't know where he was at on the track, so I didn't know if his race was over or what. But they kind of caught me off guard when they pitted with like 17 to go.
Yeah.
And they came flying back by me, and then I guess another caution came back out, and I was like, well, I got one set of tires left. I'm gonna go in and give her hell, basically. So.
Absolutely. Drove it back up to P3. Man, a couple more laps, and I feel like you would have been right there battling for that win. But
yeah, if we could have got Drew out the damn way, but, you know, it happens.
Absolutely. But congrats again on the P3. Congrats on having a great season. We'll let you get some shout outs in and get you out of here.
Yeah, first off, I just want to thank y'all for all y'all do for us, putting on the league every week. And what else? I don't know. I'm kind of speechless. That was a long race, to be honest with you. It was tough. I was straining. My back was hurting. I was like, damn, I'm gripping on this wheel too hard. But I want to thank Primetime Motorsports. I'm excited going into the Xfinity Series. So I guess we'll see what happens there. Hopefully we can give them a run for their money up there too. So, yeah, I want to also thank Ed for all he does for me and Christian. I want to thank Christian for all he's done for me. I'm gonna miss racing with him because he's probably one of the most consistent people that I've raced with on a weekly basis. So definitely gonna miss racing with him. But good night for prime time. Another top 5 finish for us. So we'll take it to end the season. But yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, congrats again. We'll see you back here next season. And a way to finish off the season strong.
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain, to be honest with you. I mean, I finished 4th last year in ARCA, 2nd this year, or 3rd in points this year. So maybe I can sneak in there and get me a championship sometime, but only time will tell. So
Absolutely. Well, have a good one, and we will see you next season after a short off season.
sir, thank you.
Absolutely. All right, the time has come. Time to crown the Season 7 Relentless Racing League Asylum Clique Truck Series champion and race winner, Joey Burchett. Joey, you got it done.
Yeah, this one, this feels like a good weight off my shoulders. Finally, I've had to watch Mr. Roberts win these for several seasons, and it's finally, I'm just glad to get the monkey off my back.
Absolutely, man. You guys put on a battle there for the Thank You Zach 150 at Las Vegas, sponsored by you. So thank you for doing that, and I know Zach appreciates it. Capping off the season with another win, 9 total wins this season, 16 top 5s and 16 top 10s over 21 races. So having the strongest season I think we've ever seen in Relentless Racing League. So congratulations on that. And man, tell us about that battle there at the end. You and Drew, Chase, Allen all battling it out.
Well, I want to start out. The whole race was intense. Um, for it to be a kind of a finale race, not a lot of point scenarios, so to speak. And man, we just went out there and just raced and left it on the track. And Chase and Allen, I mean, they were definitely much better than me tonight. I could not do nothing on the long run against those two guys. I was telling Allen, here a few minutes ago. I said it felt like I was racing against the 4,217 truck there at one point. I said
Right.
because it felt like them two had bumpers locked about every time. I said so I could never make any momentum. I said I was trying to do everything I could. I just couldn't keep up with either one of them on the long run. So I kind of just had to employ a little bit different strategy and luckily that kind of put me to the lead there. I think they got into it coming off of 4 and that's what just I think it kind of set me up to an extent to kind of get that momentum because it felt like clean air here was key, especially once you got on the long run. If you're in the dirty air, it's just with the way these trucks are now, they push so bad on these mile and a halves in dirty air, and if you know how to work the truck just to put enough air on the nose on these things, it just they won't turn, and you know I definitely saw that tonight. We were all trying to dip a little air on each other to slow each other down, or do a little tight side draft, or a slight little bump to slow each other down so we could get a run. Because these things are almost, for the most part, they were wide open early in the run. Um, but then even a little bit later in the run, you could run 1 and 2 wide open, but 3 and 4 you had to finesse it a little bit. But Man, it's fun. It was fun. It's a fun way to end the season.
Absolutely, and I will say from my perspective, it seemed like on the longer run, if you defended that high line, there really wasn't much anybody could do on the bottom. But man, able to get it done tonight. I'm happy for you. You finally got that championship. Been working on it for quite a while now. Finally got her done, and a way to cap off the season with that ninth win and bringing home that championship trophy.
Yeah, appreciate it. Like I said, the wins, kind of icing on the top. Definitely wasn't expecting it. Probably halfway through that race because I didn't feel like I was going to be able to get around both Chase and Allen. I figured one of them would win, and I'd try to see what I could do for second. But we just the way the cookie crumbled, I guess. We got lucky. I guess sometimes it's better to be lucky than good there at the end of these things, and I was in the right place at the right time.
Absolutely, and got jacked up a little bit on those couple laps to go. That 17 was all over your bumper, but able to gather it and bring it home for the win. So congrats again. Congrats on this entire season. It's been quite marvelous to watch you dominate the way you have. With that being said, I'll let you get some shout outs in and we'll get you out of here.
Yeah, like always, man. I gotta thank Todd, Adam, Derek. Trackside Racing. They're my buddies. I wouldn't be able to do it without them. They keep me calm in these races. I do get y'all may never see it, but I get heated as hell in the races just over any little thing because I'm intense when I race, and they keep me calm and you know kind of mellow me out, and I can't do it without them. I want to also for them congratulate us on the team. I think I want to say I think we did lock up team championship. I know that was a big thing to Adam. He wanted to get a team championship of some sort in something. Uh, as a team, we've never been able to do that. So yeah, he's big on that. And then Todd, he's run every race this year. He doesn't have the best of luck, but you know I don't know if a lot of people out there know the man's legally blind, so he shows up every week, and it's hard for him to race, but he pretty much gives everything he's got out there, and yeah, the results don't always show, but the man, I'd say is a hell of a driver for what he has to deal with every day in and out. So you know, like I said, they're my buddies. Can't do it without them. And then you guys at the league, as far as the whole leadership of the league, I thank you guys for putting this on year after year after year, giving us somewhere to run. It's always fun. As long as y'all are around, I'm gonna keep coming back. And then as far as tonight, it's the Zach 150. I know he's stepping down as a truck admin to take another position, but we, just as far as everybody from the trucks since he's been here admitting it. I've been here I think 4 seasons now, and you know he's uh he's done a hell of a job. Sean as well. I know he's going to continue it and kind of take it. Take more of the I guess more leadership role than since Zach's gone. But thank them two guys for putting up with all of us each every week. I know it ain't the funnest job, but somebody's got to do it, and then like I said, you got you for coming on doing a broadcast this season because we needed a broadcaster, and your finagle of gang that pops in and out and helps you broadcast. Appreciate you guys.
Absolutely, and to reaffirm, you guys did win the team championship. So congrats to Trackside Racing wrapping that up tonight as well. And absolutely, man, I'm excited for next season. I'm glad to see you guys moving up to the Xfinity or O'Reilly's car. That's gonna be weird to say, but and just seeing what you guys can do up there. You guys have been pretty constant in the truck series, and it'll be very interesting to see how you stack up with those guys up there. But congrats again on both the individual championship and the team championship, and I'll look forward to next season.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. No, it'll be weird to not being here on Tuesday nights, but we're like I said, I'm looking forward to Mondays, and I think the trackside boys as well. We're all looking forward to seeing what we got. Moving to a different series, different car, and different night. So hopefully y'all still tune in.
All right. Well, congrats again, and we will see you next season on Monday nights.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right. That was our race winner, Joey Burchett, winning the championship here tonight. Really had it wrapped up last week, but icing on the cake. But with that being said, it's been a long season. Thank everybody for tuning in, those who are still watching. And also thank you to all of our sponsors. Asylum Clique sponsors this series, and they have been with us for quite a while. Not returning next season, but I want to thank them personally for everything that they did within the league and to help us put this all together. Miller Motorsports for the Xfinity series, again, not returning, but I want to thank them for stepping up and helping us put all this together, get everything taken care of. And then SFH for the ARCA series, great cause. Check them out at We Are SFH, Miller Motorsports on Instagram. I'm sorry, wearesfh.com. Go buy some merch, help everybody contribute there, and half of their proceeds go to people in need. Miller Motorsports, check them out on Instagram at Miller Motorsports, and Asylum Clique. Check them out on YouTube, some great montage videos. I also want to give a big shout out to all of our admins. They put in a lot of work to make all this happen, and it can be very time consuming and very frustrating at times, but we continue to put this league on and give these guys a place to race. But with that being said, we're going to get out of here, cut this off for the night. Tune in tomorrow night as the Cup Series finishes up their season. 4 drivers competing for 1 championship. Jeff Medlin, Sean Pointer, Paul Chesimut, and the one and only Scott Stewart Jr. And then we'll be back on Thursday night for the SFH ARCA Series, finishing up Season 7 with their championship as well. So tune in the rest of the week, see who gets these championships, gets crowned the Season 7 champion in their respective series. And with that, have a good night, and we will see you next time.
In my body, got me overdrive. Trying to we talking about, bitch, you know my guy. Run outside, I let that pop, 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 pop. Run outside, he die. That's a new one in my clip. That's a new one, he get hit. Oh my God, she bad. Yeah, that not my bitch. I ain't even gonna bed. All I do is hit. I only care if I said that BB on my shit. Yeah, the love so bad, but I ain't cuffing bitch.